And this one's gonna be harder because I honestly don't even know what the problem is. It's also harder to get to, so hopefully this is not too serious. I guess I could check the fuse. Like, I didn't even think of that. Could just be a blown fuse. But then why would this be getting power? What is this one? Negative. These must go to the fan. Oh hell, I don't know. What the hell? Oh my god. I'm already sweating. Everything's connected here, so possibly. I honestly don't feel like getting it. Man, this is more than I can deal with. I'm putting this back together. Well, that is way more than I want to get into right now, and I want to check this fuse too, but like this fan issue, like I don't have the patience right now to be digging through and reconnected and testing wires to figure out how to rewire that thing. It's just too hot, I think, is the biggest issue. It's hot, I'm tired, I don't feel like dealing with that, so I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to, man, I don't know if I could be so lucky that all it is a blown fuse. I feel like there's going to be more to it than that, so I don't use those lights as nearly that often, so I'm just going to leave that alone for right now, and I'm going to see if there's anything else I can do while I'm here before I get the hell out of here. Got the dent touched up. You still see the dent, but you can barely, you have to be looking for it now. So better than what it was. That should keep some rust from forming temporarily. Let's see. I don't know which one it is. These are the ones on the other side. Maybe it's one of these then. No, that one's fine. I don't think it's any of these. That's great. How about this side? I can't even get the cover off. How can I have two galley lights? What the hell? Two, three. Maybe it's... Oh, that one's fine. This is just ridiculous. If I had nothing but time on my hands, this would be fine. Water pump, passenger side lights. This one maybe? Oh, look at that. That fuse is blown. So I'm going to go ahead and change this one out. Okay, so I put a 10 amp fuse in there. Now let me go test these lights and see if they work. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. How is this even possible? Oh, wait a minute. No, the dimmer switch is not down. Alright. Back to the drawing. Alright, down there is the light. This is the one I took out that failed on me. Absolute garbage. And so I put in one of these green lights because this is really the only one I have. I think I probably got some more of these around that are wired up that are not used very often, but like I don't want to put this in if it's just going to fail again. So the driver's side has one of these. This will make it matching. Let me see if it works now. All right, it works. Not as bright, but it's still like it still gives me light. It's better than total darkness. So I just have to get that to stay up there. I can cross that off the list. See what's next. As soon as I took the oil drain plug out, the oil came out and of course it splashed everywhere. It has to do that. Oil change is done. Now I'm gonna go generate some battery power. Okay, so I'm back at this job. I gotta figure out why these lights are not working, except this time I've got some tools. So this will tell me if the circuit's complete or not, and then from there I can trace it down even further. I think what I gotta do is ground this. That should be grounded. If the light is on, then I've got a completed circuit, and if it's not, then I don't. Start poking around in here. I don't think I've got this grounded. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, so now I got a light. It just wasn't grounded properly. Okay, so this is the main lights. Those are on. It's the fan. That's getting power. That's getting power too. Okay, so where's my problem if that's getting power? Okay, so that's the transfer over for my fan. Oh, damn it. Maybe the dimmer switch is the problem. Okay, so now I got the dimmer switch to those lights. So let's see, in, positive. You turn the power on. Okay, so that's got power too. So I don't understand. Out. I don't understand what the problem is then. One of these, so maybe this power out wire broke. Oh God, let me see if I can find that. All right, so I traced this wire. It goes way back in there underneath that, and I can't pull it anymore, so I have to get to it from the back. So this is going to be actually a longer, more intense job, because now I have to go in the back. I have to open up the back and trace that wire and figure out where it's going. Oh my God. Some random wire here that's connected to nothing. I don't know what that is. I wonder if I should, let me see if that's got power. Okay, so that wire is the problem. So it got pulled out. There's my continuity tester, and when I touch it to that, the lights come on. So that's the problem. That wire needs to be connected. Now the only issue is, where does it connect to on the other side? So that wire has 0 slack, so I don't know what it connects to. So I'm gonna have to pull. I'm gonna have to go in the back and just start researching where these wires are and just reconnect them. Actually, what's this? That's a negative. That's connected to nothing. Maybe that's the oh, I see where it is. It's this one right here. So that's the negative wire, and it's disconnected. So if this connects to that, that'll fix it. It's just very tight, so there's not a lot of slack. So when I was pulling through this cord, as I suspected, it just ripped this thing out. So let me see if I can actually wire this back up. All right, I've got the wire twisted back together. I can't, ideally I would solder these things, but I just don't. I mean, that's not going to happen right now. So I just twisted them back together, and I've got the shrink tubing on there. I'm not going to get the heat gun out. I'm just going to use the cigarette lighter again and shrink that down and hope that that's good enough for now. I mean, as long as I don't pull on it too much, it should be fine. Thank God, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. I still want to take these fans off of a dimmer switch, so that's the next thing I'm going to try and do, if I can do that real quick. I just feel like if I take the dimmer switch out of the equation, that it will fix the problem, and I just won't have to deal with it because I technically, I mean, the dimmer switch does still work. It just feels like it's cutting in and out kind of, and I just, technically I don't need it. I would always want to run it on high right now. I mean, if nothing else, just because I only have one fan. So I'm just going to pull it out and see if that works. And if it does, then that's the way it's going to stay for now. Okay, so I disconnected the two positive wires. So in theory, if I connect these two wires together, then the fan should just work via the switch, and everything should be fine. So let me go ahead and test that out actually. Okay, so fan switch is on. Let me connect these two wires. Actually, let me turn it off first. Okay, so let me just hold these two together. See if I can not shock myself. Okay, so the two wires are connected together. So now I'm going to hit the switch and the fan comes on. Maybe I'll just tape these together and then just see how it goes. I'll just see if it gives me any problems in the near future. And actually, the dimmer switch is still working with just the ground wires connected. That's weird. So explain to me why I took the positive wires off, connected them, bypassed the dimmer switch, but like those two black ground wires are still connected, and that's allowing me to dim or control the speed of the fan. That doesn't even make any sense. So maybe I got to disconnect the ground wires too and connect those together. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, dimmer switch is fully out of the picture. If I hit the fan switch, it comes on, so that means they're connecting. All I'm gonna do is tape those up, and fans sound strong right now since that dimmer switch is gone. And button this thing back up, and it'll be done. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. And I just wired them up. I don't use this thing. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I don't know. I just use this switch. So let me put this whole thing back together, and I think this project will be done. Okay, so just sitting here in the last hour or so, I've got the front light on the passenger floorboard all taken care of, so now it's stuck to where it needs to be. I do want to move the switch, so that'll be just a different project I do on another time, but it's all stuck to where it needs to be. I've got the lights here done, right, so those are now fixed. I've got the fan taken off of the dimmer switch, so that's fixed. That's not gonna irritate me anymore by like fading in and out and squealing and making all kinds of noise and stuff. It's just gonna work. So that's good. What else did I do? I got this, I have these latches. So normally, like, I use this bungee cord to hold the refrigerator closed. Sometimes if I'll forget, and the door will fly open as soon as I take a turn and everything flies out. So it's very important. But to not have the bungee cord would be cool, right? So it would just, you wouldn't have to do that, but you have to have something. So I've got these little hinges on here. I had Velcro, but the Velcro I used was not very good. So I found some Velcro that I had just laying around somewhere. The freezer door is fine because the freezer door doesn't, oh man, that's coming loose. The freezer door doesn't have as much stuff in there that will shift around. So this Velcro, even if I didn't have this Velcro here, and I don't even need that, and this thing will stay shut, but the Velcro helps it even more stay shut, I think. Maybe not, but this Velcro is like some sort of industrial grade, like it's different. Like it's like the plastic side, the plastic hooks are on both sides. Like there's no cloth, and it's got like this ridiculous amount of grip to where if I put it in there, you have to really push to get it to stick. But once it locks in, it ain't going nowhere. The sticky stuff on the back is more likely to fail and fall off than before this Velcro actually comes undone. The only problem is that once it's stuck, getting it back undone is like a major chore. So I don't even know how well that's gonna do the job the way I need it to be done. Maybe I just stick with the bungee cords, I don't know, because I don't know, like this whole hinge is liable to fall off before this Velcro comes undone. Yeah, it's like it's not going anywhere. It's may as well be locked or welded shut. Like it's just getting this thing back off. Do I really want to fight with that thing every time I want to open the refrigerator? I don't know. So I'm going to have to give that some thought, whether that's going to really be the solution I want or not. Otherwise, it's about 8:30, and so I'm parked right now in a Walmart parking lot. I might spend another hour or two maybe doing some things, and then I'm gonna try and get some sleep. And that's how my day's gonna go.